That is rubbish. That is completely rubbish. Right guys, what's going on? Back to yet another episode of SA3 TV. Before we get to anything, I want to say a massive thank you to all you guys for letting me hit 200 subs. Actually really happy. Not a milestone yet. It'll be a milestone once I hit 500, so make sure to smash that subscribe button. Right, so today I'll be talking about something that, well, a lot of people have asked me to make. So I was asked about how efficient is my Audi S3, how economical, how efficient my Audi S3, whatever word you want to use. Like I always say in every single video, let's go back to stage one where the car was stock, since the day I bought it. So on paper, just like any manufacturer, they claim that it will do. So the Audi S3, on paper, it says it does an average of 40 miles per gallon. No, it does nothing towards 40 miles per gallon. When it was stock, when I was on the motorway, yeah, I just about hit 40 miles per gallon. That was once. Usually I'd be averaging about 32 to 33 miles per gallon, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good for a hot hatch. I mean, with a massive turbo on there too, so it's still quite good for what it is. But unfortunately, some manufacturers do exaggerate just a tiny bit. That's not in any offense to Audi, I'm really sorry. So when this was stock, this was average, like I was saying, about 32 miles per gallon, 33 miles per gallon on the motorway. On local roads, when I'm driving in individual, so my individual settings are valves open, engine in comfort, steering wheel comfort. So local, it wasn't great, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I'd hit about 20 miles per gallon, which isn't amazing at all. It's not as what you think, is what I'm trying to say. I thought it'd be quite good locally compared to a lot of cars that I've driven, but it wasn't great. But I'm not buying an Audi S3 for fuel. If you're buying the wrong car. It's just how it is. So fuel-wise, it's quite good. I mean, don't get me wrong. So that was stock anyway. So let's talk about when I hit my stage one. So when I hit my stage one map, so the ECU map with a pop and bang map. So with the pop and bang map, as you guys will probably know, if you watch me, I've explained before. Since I've got that map, it's it's affected the fuel economy quite a bit, but that's just local anyway. And it's strange, because before, if local, I was probably averaging, I'd say about 20-ish miles per gallon, is what you could say. Still driving in individual, so comfort mode is whatever you want to call it. It was quite good for what it was anyway. I was expecting the pop and bang map, or the map anyway, to like reduce the fuel efficiency massively, but it wasn't that bad. So I thought I'd give it a run on the M25 normal. I was hitting about 70 miles an hour. I was averaging about 28 to 29 miles per gallon. So that's quite a fair amount of drop. Not great, but like I said, what do you expect? If you're going to map your car, you got to sacrifice something. If you want more power, you got to sacrifice more fuel. But when I did the decat, funny enough, strangely, it affected the fuel quite a fair amount, to be honest with you. Now I'm probably averaging on the motorway probably 26, 25 now. Don't know why. It's just reduced fuel massively. So at the moment, I'm driving on local roads now. I'm in 5th gear and it's doing about 14-15 miles per gallon. I'm not even sure if that's right. Local roads, yes, it's okay, it's not amazing. I'm literally just gonna go on the motorway now just to see anyway. I'm doing 35 miles an hour, and I'm doing 22 miles per gallon, which isn't great, but it is what it is. Right, so I am still on local roads. So I thought I had a bit of an idea. I thought I'd put it in sport. Now it's in sport, window down. It's now, I'm going 25 miles an hour, and it's averaging 12 miles per gallon. 12 miles per gallon. Jeez, that is bad. So, so with the pop and bang back on a sport or local roads isn't great. So if I just go to, yeah, now telling me I'm doing 10 miles per gallon. That is rubbish. That is completely rubbish. Right, so we're literally just about to get off on the A3, I believe. I thought I'd just talk about something which I also have been asked, is how much is it for a full tank? So I usually don't full tank anyway because I don't go far, but sometimes I do, just kind of occasionally how I feel, I guess. But yeah, this is quite a habit of mine, putting it in sport. And what the hell? This thing takes corners. Right, getting back on topic. Sorry, I get so distracted when my bloody car does that, and you know, it is what it is. So let's just talk about how much it's for a full tank. So usually, I'd usually put about, it's not a full tank, but usually I'd put about 40 pounds in. It'll probably last me about 7 or 8 days. It's not a lot, but for what it is, it's quite decent. So for a full tank, I've put a full tank in. It's roughly about, I think about 60 pounds. So it's quite a big, it's quite a lot for a full tank, especially for a 2-litre turbo. But that's just how it is. For me, I've put 60 quid in, and it's strange because a lot of my friends who own similar cars, they're roughly about that much, maybe 50 quid is probably the lowest I've heard so far. So it's about, I'd say between 50 to 65, averaging about 2-litre turbo engines for a full tank anyway. I can say fuel for Audi S3s, Golf R's, any car within the hot hatch range, you can't go wrong. You genuinely cannot go wrong, especially for what you saw back there, me completely eating that corner. When I was going around that corner, I was actually averaging 7 miles per gallon. 7 miles per gallon. That is disgusting. That is honestly disgusting. That's like nothing. Right, so I'm averaging about, in sport, it's quite bad, averaging about 22 miles per gallon on 4th gear. So it's not great, but usually I wouldn't, on the motorway, I wouldn't really put the car in sport anyway because it's just a waste of fuel. But just to give you a better idea, now it's telling me I'm doing 18 miles per gallon, which isn't great. I thought I'd make this video for you guys just to kind of give you guys a better idea in terms of if you're going to modify your car, what fuel is like, is it efficient, how many miles per gallon it does. I hope this video has kind of helped you. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and let's get to 300 subs. Make sure to take care.